landscape, man. But speaking of looking at the landscape, man, these guys, man, just don't know how to stay out of the news. They don't know how to stay out of the news. No matter what happens, you can't even go down the street sometimes, and you just gonna end up on the news. So look, next topic is standing eight count. Cause my man, right now you're doing a standing eight count. We already thought you stole that that match against Lomachenko. And if you don't
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about Devin Haney. So reports came in that Devin Haney was arrested. The 30-0 fighter, he was coming from a restaurant. It seemed like it was a routine traffic stop. This is what they were saying. And police found a gun in the car. No one claimed the gun. Granted, their stories are saying that Haney wasn't the driver. No one in the car wanted to claim the gun. But however, who name we know? Because if it was a regular routine stop, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. But Devin, that's your name. So you 30-0 right now, but you 0-1 against that stop sign. Because all you had to do was stop and put your blinker on, and you wouldn't be in this. But he made bail. He got caught next month. So hopefully everything pans out for the best. But Haney, this is not the news we wanted to hear from you, man. We wanted to hear about you and Shaq, or maybe you and Tank. Meanwhile, wherever you going, I mean, it is LA. The rules out there in LA, they say LA is like GTA right now when it comes to the legal system. Anything goes. But when you riding around with the pistol, man, you gotta be ready, man. You gotta also know that you gotta have your paperwork on site. Because technically, from what I'm hearing, the way they talking about the laws and how it is GTA out there, I think they only did this because you Devin Haney. They probably would have let somebody else walk. So for me, man, hopefully when we get some more news about it, the next time we hear Devin Haney name, he gonna be sparring and ready to tell us his next bout. How you feeling, Dave? Yeah, you on mute too. Nah, you on mute, bro.
My bad. I thought I hit off you. But I pretty much feel the same way. For me, we got to look at all these other situations that's happened, not just boxing, but look at what happened to John Moran. Look at his situation. Now, his is a little bit more egregious because we actually saw him with it in his hand. But look at all the other times that there's been some kind of gun charge to some celebrity, some star, some athlete. You have to understand who you are in that situation and the people that you have around you. If it's security, that's one thing. I get it. That's security. Security has to make sure that you're protected at all times. But for one, it's a semi-automatic weapon. You got caught in LA, like you said, it's a traffic stop, and no one claimed it. So that means that everybody knew that somebody in that car had a gun.
That's a fact.
And if you didn't know, that's also irresponsible because you got to make sure that when you're riding around with whoever you're rolling with, that you cannot have that happen because you want to make sure. Sorry.
Oh no, that's all good. I think I got you. While you figure that out. So basically, what you want to make sure is that who you with is at all times they got the legal paperwork. Because good thing you wasn't in New York if this happened. Because if you was in New York, we'd be talking about Devin Haney never coming home because their gun laws are so strict. But it's also like tighten up with your circle, man. Tighten up with your
Yeah,
circle.
got to tighten up with your circle because it's too much. It's too many things going wrong these days, and you see what just happened to John Moran. He got a suspension now. He's not eligible for certain things. He's going to lose out on money. He's not going to be able. He's not eligible for a supermax contract because he's not going to pay 65 plus games. So, do you really want to risk losing things? Because I'm not sure what the laws are, what the rules are in boxing, but I'm almost certain that if you get caught with something, you can get your title stripped. Do you really
Yeah,
want to risk that happening? Because we already questioned, like Thomas said, we already questioned your fight against Loma. It was so close that it easily could have went to him, especially in the later rounds. Because in the later rounds, he was manhandling you.
if you honestly, if you wasn't a champ, they probably would have gave it to Loma.
Exactly. You got it because you were the champ. You- that's come on. And then not only that, there are news that you're ducking Shakur Stevenson, and then Tate uh, Lopez. He won his last fight. Now he's he's saying that he wants to challenge you. He wants to put the title up against you. So we're gonna see if that's gonna happen. And then there's something about Tank. So we got 3 people already that have been talks about that you want to fight, but none of this may not happen if you get charged for this gun and you got to serve some time.
Now, that what you're saying is we can spin this some way, right? Let's spin it for the positive, right? So let's say the charge does happen and his titles will get stripped, right? Now at this point, you kind of have to take whatever fight that's out there. So in a sense, I mean, a negative can become a positive for some fans because it's like, hey,
because now you
have to fight Tank.
Exactly. Now you have to fight Shakur because you ain't got no titles. Shakur has no titles right now. And then if that happens, you ain't got none. So do what you got to do. Or you're gonna go fight Rolly.
That would see that's an easy dub right there. If anybody want a title, that's what y'all need to be trying to look at.
I would have you easily beating Rolly. I don't think Rolly's that good, honestly. I'm hoping whoever he fights next knocks him out. So
J-Mo, I hate to say this, but so J-Mo said for the people that's on his audio adventure, not the visual. So Tomo saying a gun charge can help his career. I mean, look, bro, we've seen crazier things happen.
Not necessarily help his career, help us.
Yeah, it might propel because if he go out there and beat Tank, now they like, all right, it's no doubt that you are the best boxer. So it might.
That's true.
But look, go date a Kardashian. Whichever way y'all want to do your career.
No, don't do that.
He's not in the NBA. He good. It's only NBA players.
I don't care. NBA, you forgot what happened in the NFL with Reggie Bush. Remember he dated her. He dated Kim Kardashian. Bowl, right? The year after that, that was it for him.
But they won that Super Bowl, right?
No, that was after.
Oh yeah, and then he found a lookalike. You right.
There you go.
You right.
There you go.
Speaking of people just running it back. Daniel Snyder. Hey, for my Commanders fans, look, man, I'm sorry, guys. Look, we thought the sale was gonna happen. You all thought the sale was done, but Dan is back.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll say Dan came back. Oh no, I'm gonna just introduce this on you though. Dan came back with the serious legal charges related to John Gruden. So they're saying that he didn't leak these. Someone from the league did. So now it's like they say, hold up. Before we make that sale, we got to make sure that the NFL wasn't the people that did this to Dan, and Dan was the person that did this to the NFL. We know you leaked that photo of Jerry Jones though, but we're not saying he did the other stuff. But we know you did that one. Dave, what's your take on this?
Hey, Commanders fans, I'm sorry, but it looks like you might have Dan for a whole nother season. He got his house on sale for you, but I don't know. It don't look like he ain't going nowhere without a fight. He ain't going nowhere without a fight. So what's going to happen? Those emails are out there, and the NFL is doing whatever they can to not release these emails. And remember, with Daniel Snyder, when they was talking about making him sell a team last year, he was like, he ain't going out without a fight. He going out, and he said he not going out without somebody going down with him. It looked like he's trying to bring the whole NFL down with him.
Hey, he definitely turned into Denzel from Training Day.
Mm-hmm. And you look, and Tomo said, you saw what he did to Jerry Jones. He leaked that photo. He said, hey, look, you know what? Go ahead and throw that out there for y'all. Put it out there in the Washington Post. I mean, it's only one team that's in the DMV area other than the Baltimore Ravens, but they don't consider Baltimore the DMV, so we're not really gonna count that. But
no sniglet you on out igloo, do you dummy?
The Commanders doing whatever they can to try to get this team sold, and Daniel like, nah, nope, not that easy. And it's already, and then there was a lawsuit it got later dropped, but there was a lawsuit from the other guy who's from the Washington area. He was a black guy. I can't remember his name, but a black guy that also did his best to buy the Commanders, and his deal was a lot more than the offer that was given. but it was given to the other guy. So Daniel Snyder just like, look, man, I'm being forced to sell my team, but if y'all not gonna release those emails and show everything that's out there, because we saw it, John Gruden got fired. He had to do what he had to do to get out. They released that email, saw what he put out there, and that's he lost his job. Now they're trying to do the same thing to Daniel Snyder. Daniel Snyder like, nah, there's other stuff in there that y'all don't want to show, because Supreme Court asked y'all to release the emails, and y'all saying no. So clearly you hiding something.
Mm.
So Snyder like, look, I'm not selling my team until y'all release those emails.
This good old boys club of the NFL is it's starting to find out that we're in the 21st century and we're actually taking off. You can see that with Twitter and what Elon Musk is attempting to do every time he makes some changes to Twitter. Another social media platform is showing up.